There were a lot of positives this year. Obviously, when you set a school record for wins, it's something to build on. Ultimately we fell a little bit short of our goal, but when you look at it from a big picture standpoint, there were a lot of positives. A lot of young players stepped up and established themselves as the types of guys that we'll need to compete in this league, in the future. And we had a lot of our older guys, a lot of our seniors that were able to punctuate their career with very successful seasons. And in the end, we're losing 8 really high-quality players, high-quality people. I'm proud of the way that the team competed, and that experience is going to pay dividends moving forward, hopefully.
Really believe this is one of the best teams I've ever been associated with as far as attitude and effort. We had a number of off-the-court distractions that they handled, and we practiced 4 times a week at 7 a.m. in the morning, and they had to be up for 6 and ready to go. And they never hung their heads once. We had no bad practices, and everyone that we played, we came ready to play hard. And we were in a number of games, start to finish. I wish we could have won a lot of those close ones, buzzer beaters, overtimes, tie games with 1 minute to go. But a great year, guys. Thank you so much.
I believe this year's team really took a major step forward in terms of hopefully returning to a very competitive level in the conference and in the region. We have a very young team. We played our best basketball in February, which is the very end of the season. And with everyone returning, I really, really look forward to hopefully taking another step forward next year and returning to a very, very high competitive level. For me personally, it's been a pretty challenging year, and I really want to thank the team first for their contributions to the program, and second for all their support of me. And a thank you also to all the members of the Clark community that really supported me. I think that's the true spirit of Clark, and I'm proud to be a part of this athletic family and this university.
2015-2016 men's women's cross country team had a great season. I call it the 2 C's, competitiveness and culture. We had an incredible year in regards to the seniors leading a great culture. We were able to kind of bring everybody together, and we competed really hard at practice in every meet that we had. So great job in regards to that. Competitiveness was a great year. We improved on both the conference meet on the men's and women's side, and the regional meet, the women's had one of their best finishes in 7 years. I just want to take this time to just say thank you to all the seniors. They've been with me for the last 3 years, but they've been here for 4 years, and I wish them the best of luck.
This is the home of Clark Field Hockey. We christened the field on September 5th with a win versus Becker College. The 2015 campaign was an improved campaign for us. We improved our skill and competitiveness, even though our record doesn't necessarily reflect that. We were led by senior captain Maria Manning. Maria was also named second team all-conference this year for her great play on defense. And our offensive production, which was led by Olivia Barksdale and Lauren Mackey, and we're really looking forward to competing in the fall.
The 2016 Clark lacrosse season was a historic one. Started 6-0. We had the most wins in program history with a final record of 10-5. I was very proud of the seniors. On and off the field, they led this team. They will graduate as the winningest class in program history. They also demonstrated exactly the type of leadership that's needed to get out to a fast start and maintain progress and discipline throughout the entire season. Couldn't be more proud of the graduating seniors, and I think they paved the way for a really bright future for this program.
So this year's group I'm particularly proud of. I think they've worked very hard, and the sport in itself is challenging. It's challenging from an exercise standpoint. It's challenging from managing academics, personal lives, your time. I think that's the same for all sports. But what I'm seeing different with this year's group is to have success in a bow or in a crew, it's not just the muscles and the bones that are moving together, moving as a unit. It's kind of the minds and the hearts of the athletes all being in the same place and all having a common goal. And I think the crews that we have this year have managed to accomplish that. And you see it in their rowing, but more importantly, you see it in their racing and in the competition on race day.
Yeah, 2015 was another step forward for us. We came into preseason with our biggest roster size yet at 28, and had a wonderful preseason, good weather, and it was great to be in our field for the second time, the new turf facility down at the Dolan, and had a great start to the season. Came out flying four goals against Nichols. And then we went into our weekly grind of Wednesday, Saturday games, and we're doing great, averaging 20 plus shots a game. And so we have done a tremendous job in taking steps forward and just need to be able to produce in the final third more.
Well, 2015 was, unfortunately not what we hoped for, but we made a ton of progress, and I'm really, really proud of the progress that we've made. We went from, 16 players having to compete against some really strong teams in the region, and not only the region but in the country. And I think we fought and were competitive in just about every game that we played. That's a huge step in the right direction. I think how resilient we were, and I think about the contributions that our seniors made and the foundation that they've built, for which we're going to grow and we're going to win. And when we look back and have success, we have the three of them to thank. So thank you, Nikki, Gabby, and Alex, for your contributions to the program.
The 2016 campaign was a much improved one for the Cougars. We improved in every category: offense, defense, pitching. It was a complete effort by everyone. The Cougars had quite a few highlights, but to let you know some of the best ones, we beat Wheaton College, a NUMAC foe, 4-0 when they were ranked third in the region. We swept Worcester State, and we hit 6 home runs against Brandeis University. We're very hopeful for our 2017 campaign. We definitely feel we're a team to watch.
2016 was a great year for us. As a team, as a men's and women's team, we made our 5th appearance at the NCAA championships in the last 8 years. We marked our 8th consecutive year with at least one athlete having a qualifying performance for the national championships. On the women's side, we had 106 lifetime bests. On the men's side, we had 108 lifetime bests, average of 7 per athlete. The women broke 6 individual school records. The men had 2 individual school records. Both teams did extremely well this year. We had good unity, good team spirit. Our performances at the NUMAC championships were terrific. The women scored 315 points, which was 18 more than they did last year. The men scored 317 points at NUMACs, which is 84 more points than we scored last year. Terrific for them. And once again, very proud to represent Clark University at the NCAA National Championships in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Well, the 2015-2016 tennis season was really one of change. For me, I think we were really chasing a standard that was set by a bunch of guys who have graduated and moved on. And in that quest, though, what we discovered is that we have a young group who are ambitious. They are people who have a fighting spirit, and they're resilient against any setback. And I think what we have at the end of the season is a foundation and an opportunity to build on, where they can begin to take on their own identity and set their own standard in the future.
Okay, the 2015-16 Clark women's tennis season has been quite a successful one. When I took over the team for preseason practice in August, I told the team we're just going to work hard, give 100% every practice, and the goal is to just keep getting better and better every practice and every match, and no matter who we're playing. And the girls, they took to that very well. They worked very hard, and also the primary focus was to have fun out there and be positive with themselves and with their teammates.
The 2015 volleyball season was really an amazing one. It's hard to put into words, the feeling that you hold in your heart in terms of how proud you are of the accomplishments. I mean, for me personally, I'm so thankful just to be a part of the experience. Going into the season, I believed that we could have a really great team, but the defining moment for us really was to see the look on the faces of the athletes when you knew that they believed they could beat anybody. And there was no greater moment probably than when in the NEWMAC semifinals we beat an incredible Springfield team to advance to the program's first ever NEWMAC championship, and again, just such an amazing season.